Alright guys, hey, and Marchie back here, and today I want to show you a good way to make money in factions. I've been talking about making money in factions and blah 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 blah, all that for a while now, and I did it the last episode. You guys seem to like it, and I'm gonna do another one here. But I want to tell you that this one's going to be more about like getting started. There's a lot to getting started. I don't know what the hell this is. There's a lot to getting started in factions. You know, you need money to get yourself started. You join the server, there's a little, but I spoke about making money through spawners a lot in the last episode, and you can't really do that until you have at least a couple thousand under you. And on most servers, they'll reward you to vote. Woodycraft does, so I recommend voting at first. You'll get 2,500 to vote, which is a lot. It turns out to be quite a lot. If you could vote 3 or 4 times on each server. But also, I have, first recommendation here is definitely to cut down sand. This is at efficiency 5 right now after Giga Drill, but you can get yourself efficiency 10s and 20s and really, really efficient shovels, and you can just see how much sand I'm getting here. Sand is really useful in factions. You find yourself a desert, and though it doesn't sell for that much, if MCMMO is on, you'll get things like glowstone that do sell for more. And sand is useful if you want to build a base with a sand wall. Sand wall to keep out, you know, how sand walls work on the side of bases. But also that in mind, if your MCMO's high enough, you're going to get things like records and diamonds and bones and cake and stuff that maybe you can't sell to the shop, but definitely some stuff you can auction. And with MCMO plus all this sand that you need some sand, you can make good money on a fact. Another good way to get started making money and get started with MCMO is mining Endstone. Endstone gives you a really high MCMO. If you're mining Endstone, your MCMO will go up really high quite quickly. Let's see, can I mine this yet? And get the blocks? Exactly. And you see, Endstone does not break too quickly, but if you have an efficiency 5 like I'm demonstrating here, you do get really quickly. And you can see how fast my mining level is going up on the right there. If you see, with every block, it goes up quite a bit. Endstone sells for twice as much as sand sells for at the shop. It doesn't have the real factions usefulness that other blocks do, but it is pretty useful for making money and definitely for advancing your MCMMO in the mining category. Alright guys, another thing is if you're on a faction server where you get the kits below, you see I'll run /kit here. I have kit starter, donator, supporter, veteran, elite, hero, legend, immortal, and demigod and god open to me. Now, for instance, I didn't run kit god today, so you look at my god kit, I got really good armor, 2 god golden apples, a god axe, god sword, and a god bow. Now this stuff doesn't sell to the store for good money, but if you want to do AUC start and then auction it off, it will sell for really good money in the chat. I'm not saying necessarily you need to auction off your god stuff every day to make good money, but if you're the highest level donator on a lot of servers, there are, you know, kits under you that you might not use. Like for instance, I only really use 2 or 3 kits a day. That leaves 7 or 8 open that I don't use, and I could sell the things in those kits to make money without having to do really any work at all. Alright, another good way to make money in factions is going mining, hitting the actual caves. Usually on servers, iron, diamonds, and gold and redstone sell for pretty good prices, and iron, oh wow, I think I'm in the middle of someone's nether raid here. Usually, you don't need iron and gold and diamonds that much in factions. A lot of the stuff that you need, you can buy from the shop. So you can come here, hell, even mine lapis, sell that to the store. There's a lot of stuff that you'll find in the caves that you don't need, and you can sell back to the shop and make good money that way. But this technique doesn't really work if you're on a server that the map's kind of old. Once the map gets old, a lot of the easily accessible mines have been explored already, and you have to go pretty far to find one. Also, a lot of the stuff's been claimed by that time. Alright guys, switching servers now. Now we're on ice. If you look down here, I showed you guys this earlier, and you've probably seen it in a couple of my live streams. I changed something up. So down here is the collection room where everything collects. And I spoke about hoppers briefly last time. I do want to say some more about it. Of course, whenever you're doing any sort of automated build, you're going to want hoppers to collect your stuff. Now, I used to have hoppers set up where this hopper, this hopper, this hopper, essentially all these hoppers would funnel to this central hopper right here. You can kind of see it's a little bit difficult to see with the the color of the hoppers all being the same, but you can kind of tell that now they're all pointing forwards. I used to have all of them funneling to this middle one, then out. I would lose a lot of drops because of things like server lag and the fact that mobs literally spawning quicker than the hoppers can pick them up and move them. You'll see if I go up here and get some to spawn. I have 4 spawners up here, so they're spawning pretty quick. They were spawning quicker than the hoppers could pick it all up, and the whole hopper system would jam. So what I would do is kind of like single thread your hoppers or whatever. We'll see. We'll get some real quick fall down. There you can see a few of them fell. I don't think we'll actually get to see a demonstration of what was happening before, but you can see how it works now. So what you want is, you don't want all your hoppers funneling, because then they get stuck in a bottlenecks. Like you can see even here, just because of how slow it's going, right? You don't even see it going. And then it does all eventually funnel down to this one. I have 2 going into this one, so it does sometimes get stuck there. I'll just do sell bone. Another great thing is on Factions Ice, you could just sell the bone straight from your inventory, which is amazing. And eventually it does all come to here, but there's also a backup, right? I used to have all my hoppers bottlenecking, getting stuck on these last 2, and then filling up a double chest. But now I have them going forward in not one thread, or not bottlenecking, in a lot of threads pointing in one direction forwards, and going into 2 chests actually. These 2 technically go to the same chest, but it is better because of the single line. And then this one has its own chest, and they both go down. They both end at this one. They end this here, but it doesn't matter because that's going really slow. Server lag contributes to how fast hoppers go. Also, sometimes mobs do just fall faster than the hoppers can pick them up. If you guys like my Factions videos, be sure to check out the streams on Twitch. Might not have been uploading as much recently. I've been doing a lot of streaming, though. And if you enjoyed, leave a like. I know this was quick. I'm looking at more stuff to do. I think that soon we're not going to do making money so much as just like playing Factions in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Did you know that you can glitch up into chests? Whatever. It's possible. Let's see. Can I do it? Chests are really glitchy. There we go. Got up on top. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.